I'm Randy. I'm the Communication Director at Oak Pointe Church in Novi, Michigan. So I started here in the fall of 2016, so I've been here just about 5 years now. Started ministry, doing campus ministry when I was in my early 20s. Moved to Michigan to work with a church in the early aughts, and been really in ministry ever since. Obviously, in this day and age, we do a whole lot of digital communication through email, websites, and digital signage. But there's still a huge spot in the world and in the church world for print. There's so many times where we need something, just a little invite card to hand to somebody, or we need some environmental sign to help direct people when they walk into our space, or we need things like our banners that we have hung through our atrium that share our core values. These are all super important parts of communication, and Equip has stepped in to help us with all of those things. And one of the reasons that I really love working with Equip is because I don't have to figure everything out. So when I need something printed and I go to Equip, what I'm able to do is say, hey, I have this problem. How would you solve this? And the advantage I have of working with an organization that works with a whole bunch of other churches is they've been in a whole bunch of other churches and they've seen a whole lot of different applications of print material. And so I might have in my mind a very narrow band of a solution that I think, well, this is what I have to do. But if I ask Justin and the Equip team, what they do is they say, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And they actually help me come up with a better solution than I would have come up with on my own. A great example of this is we installed a new audio system in our worship center. Now we run that audio system at the same decibel level as the old audio system, but because it is so much more clear, it seems louder to certain people. And so we were getting complaints of noise. So I said to Justin, I need to put up a sign somewhere in the worship center that communicates that we have some quiet zone seating areas. How would I do that? He came to me with a great solution of a very thin material that we could put right on our brick, and it works great. So people see that sign, there's earplugs next to it, and if it's too loud, they know exactly what to do. I would have come up with a clunky solution. His solution was elegant. The thing I like best about working with Equip is that it's a relationship. It's not a transaction. So when I came to Oak Pointe and I started in this role, with all the vendors that I work with, including a print vendor, I want to have a relationship. I don't want to just create files, send them to the files, and then they send me the product. I want to have somebody that I work with, because there's times working with ministries where we have short deadlines, people want things at the last minute, and I want to have a relationship where I can call up and say, hey, here's the situation, what can you do? I've been able to do that with Equip, and they're straight up with me. If they can do the job in that time frame, they say, yeah, we can do it, and we're happy to do it. If they can't, they tell me. But when they tell me, sometimes they present a different solution, which actually works better. If the Equip staff was sitting here, what I would say is, keep doing the good work you're doing. Don't lose heart, don't get discouraged. You're making a difference in people's lives by the products that you're producing. It helps people get connected at those churches. And you don't see it, and you don't feel it, but your work really makes a difference. I'm Randy. I'm the Friendly Communication Director at Oak Pointe Church, and I use Equip.